They are racing. Let's go and get the dough. Broke inwardly, leaving the gate. Canned food from the high draw is going to cross and clear and stack up some horses in behind her as they hit over the first turn. Canned Foo has the lead. She's in about the two path now. Let's go and get the dough. Headstrong to the outside. Bertrada came away racing in third. Conundrum Queen is fourth at about 3.5 off the pace. La Teresa settles into stride from fifth. Then a link for the back complete is third last. Foreglow is second last. And at the back of the pack, Runaway Mom is last of the octet. Up the backside to go with 5.5 furlongs to travel. Let's go and get the dough up to challenge Canned Foo. Those two stride for stride with 5 furlongs to go. A margin of 3 to the favorite Conundrum Queen at 3-2 is tracking from about 3.5 lengths off the lead. She's covered up to the outside by La Teresa as they go by the half-mile pole. Still 2 lengths back to Complete, who's about 7 or 8 off the pace. 4 goes to her outside. Bertrada is next, and Runaway Mom is still last. Outside 3 furlongs to go. The time's up on the board as the quarter was 24-1. Half-mile controlled 48 flat. Canned Foo still leading. Let's go and get the dough. They start to close in from the backfield. Here they come now. Up to the outside. La Teresa's making a good move in the 3-path. As Conundrum Queen, she'll wait for a seam at the fence and looks like she's going to get a seam here as they reach the top of the home stretch. La Teresa and the Bug Boy way out wide as they turn on down for the money with a furlong to go. Meanwhile, Conundrum Queen, she did find room up the fence, and here she comes after La Teresa down the stand side Complete and further out Foreglow. 1/16th left. La Teresa with an upset in the making to start to pick 5, but Complete is lunging. La Teresa, Complete, La Teresa at 20-1 takes the opener by a half a length. Complete was next at Conundrum Queen in Florgo, and from last, Runaway Mom rallied up to be 5th, and the running time on the board 1:39 and 1. And they are racing. Artie's Lady with an alert beginning, but it's My Man Flintstone who has a foothold at the fence on the run the first turn. From between horses, clear for action, third, mark it off, fourth. Up to the extreme outside as they work around the opening turn, parked out wide, is Bless This Kitten from 5th. Then it's Heirloom Kitten to the inside, racing in 6. A couple lengths further back to Wildcard Prado Heat takes charge. Count Frost are 3 across the course. And then the 2 back markers are Can't Hide For Me and Lord Revelstoke. Up the backside they turn now, the quarter 23-1. The leader clear for action to the outside. My Man Flintstone, they continue to match strides up the backside with 5 furlongs to go. Then it's Mark It Off tracking in the clear from third is Bless This Kitten, and trail back a couple lengths back to Heirloom Kitten now up the inside from 5th. 4 across the course past the half-mile pole. On the extreme outside, there goes Bless This Kitten. On the inside, My Man Flintstone still right there from between horses is Mark It Off. As Bless This Kitten comes to tackle My Man Flintstone. Mark It Off back into third. Up into fourth now. Here comes Artie's Lady from the backfield. As Heirloom's Kitten being shoved upon to keep pace there to the inside. Clear for action is going the wrong way. As they continue to race around the turn. New leader Bless This Kitten has put away My Man Flintstone to the top of the home stretch. And Bless This Kitten comes to the top of the lane with a 3-length lead. My Man Flintstone shake it up. Mark It Off down the center. Way out wide. Can't Hide For Me from the backfield is rolling. And here he comes. Can't Hide For Me as dead aim on Bless This Kitten, and Can't Hide For Me down the center of the course, sweeping up after Bless This Kitten, and Can't Hide For Me and Bless This Kitten in a photo. Can't Hide For Me first. Stetson got the better of the Bobs in a photo with Bless This Kitten in 138.18. And they are racing. Tashima hustled out of the starting gate. Queen Tapiture also forwardly placed. C- and Big Philly are third and fourth. Now splitting horses Gamby, the big long shot up to prompt the pace as well. Tashima shows the way with her ears up. She's hard held there. And up to the outside, Big Philly now moves a closer second. In fact, advances a couple of position up into the lead. Now, from between horses, Written Consent is a joint third with Gamby. This quartet has quickened about 5 or 6 in front of C-, who's in a perfect spot from 5th. Then it's Queen Tapiture and a link to Peaceful Moment. And a long, long way last is Kilmore at the back of the pack. The quarter kind of quick, 23.06 seconds. Big Philly to the outside of Tashima as Gamby is back into third. Still 4 lengths for the back. Queen Tapiture still racing down along the inside. Up to the outside, there goes C- with an overland route as Written Consent is next. Still 2 back to Peaceful Moment and still 4 back to Kilmore, but starting to gain ground now. Half mile, 47 seconds flat. Tashima back up to challenge Big Philly. These two continue to match strides. Now Queen Tapiture from third. C minus is fourth as they race around the turn. And Big Philly now she opens up, and she opens up two to Tashima. Meanwhile, Queen Tapiture is switched off cover. She's out in the center of the racetrack to the top of the home stretch. And Big Philly, with those big strides, come by the furlong pole. She's in front by two. The whip is out. She's still there. Queen Tapiture up into second. Tashima back into third. Then it is C minus and everyone else. They're inside the final 16th. Big Philly is going to win it. Big Philly won by two in the end. Queen Tapiture was second. A half a dozen links back to C minus, and Teshima's photoed for the Shoto in 140 and 2. Big Philly, home a winner. They're at the post, and they are racing to a perfect beginning. Decree of Love hustled out, as is Blue Lily up the inside, Sophisticated and Bourbon Gypsy. These four lead the charge the first turn. Then it's a quartet of Aunt Ruth, Split Decision, Silver Lee, and Be a Bolt Runner. They are next. Meanwhile, Dialed In a just checked, that was Abibi. Abibi just checked and almost went down there and is now second last as they work around the turn, straighten up for the backstretch journey. It's Blue Lily shows the way. Decree of Love is second, about 3 links off that leader. Sophisticated is third, now just got passed by Bourbon Gypsy from fourth. To the outside, Split Decision moves a closer fifth. Dialed In is next. Then a link tech to Aunt Ruth and a similar margin to Silver Lee. And still two, back to Fistful of Ice as they head up the backside. Be a Bolt Runner is next. And after that awkward incident in the first turn, Abitabi is last of them all. The quarter on the board, 22 and 4. The half mile, 46 and 1. Blue Lily has built up a 3.5 league, but now Decree of Love is being squeezed on by Chris, and here she comes after the pace setter. Sophisticated is third. Gearing up is Dialed In. Aunt Ruth with the overland route from the backfield. Here comes Abitabi, who's really gaining ground and catches the eye in the rib soaks to the far turn for Patricia's Hope to the top of the home stretch, and it is Decree of Love who'll whip him in, but a real wide sweeping move from Abitabi, who's coming at him and coming on, and on her back, Silver Sea down the stand side. Here comes a Decree of Love, set down for the drive. Abitabi to the outside. These two with a 60th to go. And Abitabi, what a performance here. But she's going to get passed late by Silver Sea, and Silver Sea up to win. Silver Sea, tough luck for Abitabi. Then it was Decree of Love, those three, home in 139 and 2. Silver Sea for Head and Delacour. Vincent Chamano with the first win of the meet. They go off 4-1. Again, 139.56 the running time. They're at the post, and they are racing. Chica Chula with an alert beginning. King's Mischief will press her to the outside. From between horses, Miss Peabody, Timely Secret spun out wide, both Grave Frost and extremely wide onto the run the first turn. That is Juju VIP. Then Our Lily Robin to the inside of Malawania, and then 2 links further back to Mo Divine, and Timely Secret now at the back of the pack. They work around the turn, straighten up the backstretch, 3 across the course from the outside in. Navy Fleet, King's Mischief, Chica Chula. Miss Peabody at 4-5 will track that trio from 4th. Gray Frost is in the clear from 5th. To the inside, Malawania is next, and Juju VIP advancing wide, now advancing early as well past the half. Still 3 back, 2 Timely Secrets up a couple of spots. Our Lily Robin to the inside, and Mo Divine trails. Into the far turn, 3.5 furlongs to go. And Navy Fleet to the outside comes calling for the lead. King's Mischief from 2nd. Chica Chula to the inside 3rd. Miss Peabody being let go there by Dela Cruz. He's keeping eyes on Juju VIP to the outside of him. Then it's Malawania still 2. Back to Gray Frost from the backfield, running on both Mo Divine and Southampton Dock. Half mile, 48 and 2. And Miss Peabody, she's made the lead, and she's up top by a length and a half. Up to the outside, Juju VIP is set to strike in 3 wide. Here comes Malawania, who's set down by Joe Rocco. It's Miss Peabody who's wandering out to the center of the course. Malawania has dead aim to the outside. Even further out is Mo Divine. Miss Peabody is under siege. Malawania to the outside, trying to press pass, and press pass she does. Malawania wins 3 parts of a length. Miss Peabody 2nd, and Southampton Dock 3rd. And they are Racing. Slow start for Grassroots. King Curlin and Push Button leading the charge out. There goes Insolito, the son of Connect, sliding up the fence on the road of the first turn. Guided Arrow came over racing in fourth, now advances a couple of positions up into second as More Than Work takes off them. He's back into fifth. And a link further back to Rampacious, still four, back to Neshoba's Joy. Single file as they head up the backside, chasing Insolito. Long shot leader shows the way, a length of 3/4 to Guided Arrow, hard held from second. King Curlin to the inside of Push Button, third and fourth. More Than Work, and Chris Landeros is fifth at about 4.5 off the pace now. Rampacious is next, still three, back to Neshoba's Boy. And at the back of the pack, a long way last as they continue to run up the backside. That is Grassroots. 3.5 furlongs to go. Insolito still shows the way. Down on the inside, King Curlin moves a closer second. Guided Arrow now retreating, just got passed by Push Button and about to be passed by More Than Work. From the backfield, up the fence, Neshoba's Joy is gaining ground. Is going to run into a wall of horses here momentarily, and looping up wide is Rampacious. Half mile, 47 seconds flat. That's all for Insolito as Push Button raises the stakes on King Curlin. More Than Work up into third. Rampacious switches to the outside, as does Neshoba's Boy. Top of the home stretch, 1 furlong to go. And Push Button switching leads, battling to the inside. King Curlin all upset-minded down the stand side. More Than Work is gaining ground. 3 across the course with 60 yards to go. And More Than Work lifting off late. Push Button digging in. Photo! I think Push Button won by a head over More Than Work. Then it was King Curlin, and Neshoba's Boy was fourth. And they are racing in the 36th running of the holiday inaugural. It was a quick beginning for Creative Credit, who came out running. Miner's Queen will keep track to her to the outside. Minot Waltz came away from third. Down on the inside, advancing Dynasty of Your Own. Ambassador Luna's right there, too. Sweet, super sweet, advancing up the inside. Up to the extreme outside is Ready to Venture as they run up the backside. Still 4 or 5 back to Limos Kunha. And Thunder and Creed at the back of the pack. The quarter drilled 22 and 1. Into the far turn. On the inside, it is Creative Credit. To the outside, it's Miner's Queen. From between horses, gaining ground up to the outside is Fire on Time. Now, from between horses, advancing, there goes Beat the System, and to her outside, Fire on Time. These 4 right across the course. Dynasty of Your Own is on hold in between horses as they race around the turn. Ready to Venture is gearing up, but gearing up at about the 6th path top of the home stretch. They turn on down for the money. Here comes Fire on Time after Beat the System, but it's Ready to Venture who has all the momentum to the outside, and here she comes. Ready to Venture has found the front with a 16th to go. Racing down to the wire, the 36th running of the holiday inaugural goes to Ready to Venture. She won by 2.5. Last Leaf got up for second. Then it was Beat the System in a photo there with Minute Waltz. And the running time, 1:10.34 seconds. Ready to Venture for Mike Stidham and Gerardo Corrales in Lyle Stables take the holiday inaugural. Polar Wind is in. They're at the post. And they are racing. Joyful Heart with an alert beginning. Joker on Jack also forwardly placed. Up the inside, Unpredictable Way in third. Bohemian Boy to the outside as Merlin Song is right in the thick of things too. These 5 across the course on the run up the backside. From between horses as they continue to run up the backside is Good on Ya. Down to the inside of Eyes is Glory. Gagetown is deep on the course, even further out is Polar Wind. Spectacular Jim advancing to the inside, still 2 back to Double Thunder. Second last and Amicable will do his running from the back of the pack to quarter 23 and 1. Joyful Heart leads narrowly over Bohemian Boy. Merlin Song to the inside third. Gagetown giving the cue. Red Cap catching the eye on the far turn run from fourth. Joker on Jack is fifth and being passed by a host of horses. They're really starting to retreat here as Good on Ya starting to gear up. Polar Wind is wide, and from the backfield, Eyes of Glory starting to run on to the top of the home stretch. And Bohemian Boy tackling Joyful Heart, but up to the outside, it's Gagetown who has the momentum to the outside. Splitting horses late comes Good on Ya. They're in the final furlong, and up top, Gagetown. He's on the wrong lead, but he's on the wrong lead while 3 in front. Bohemian Boy is going to battle for the ballots down to the wire. Gagetown for Mark Sims gets it done. Gagetown won by better than 2. Bohemian Boy was next, and it was Joyful Heart and Good on Ya on a photo there for the Miners in 1:16.78 seconds.